Snowboarding provides you the best feeling in the world, and especially in powder. I'm sure you're convinced of that. But you know, when it comes to moving around, having the feet attached to the board, stuck together, brings a bit of limitations. Today we're going to talk about riding one-footed, how it can help you in a few tricky scenarios, and how you can use it for some extra style points like my little bro Victor. So we're going to cover first the basic technique on the piste, because that's where you learn it. And once you're going to be good, you're going to be able to transfer all your skills into the backcountry, because that's where it gets really technical. So first of all, with your foot, you're going to bang it against your rear binding, and you're going to try to put some pressure so it's going to block a bit your foot. And then most important is to be standing upright with the upper body and with the head up high. To make sure that you have your shoulders aligned with the board, you can have both your hands above your tip and tail. Now it's going to be important to really focus on putting all the weight on the front foot, the one attached to the board, because that's how you're going to be well balanced, and that's how you're going to be able to turn. So to turn, you're going to have to use your arms to bring a bit of rotation. It's hard to go straight if you're flat, but if you put your edge in the snow, it will give you a direction. Now you know more or less how to ride one-footed on the slope, but you need to know how to stop, because that's a part of snowboarding. So you're gonna let your heel come off the back a little bit so that you can stick it in the snow a little bit and break from that. When you're pushing, so your foot is just going to touch the ground with enough weight just to give you momentum. That's it. You know, the tendency is to go like skateboarding like this. You're not efficient. But like this is a lot more balanced. So the first one and most common and most annoying one is this big long flat with lots of powder and you have no speeds. Bring your poles, because they're going to make all the difference in the world. So another option is to just take off your board and start hiking. I know it sounds like crazy, you might be so slow, but you will actually save a lot more energy, because riding one-footed in deep pow when you're struggling and when you have no speed is so energy consuming. Now let's get steeper. If you're into a couloir and you get a bit cliffed out, or you need to move around, you need to step a bit back up to enter another part of a line, then it's a pretty good technique to go on your toe side edge. So you need to be facing the mountain, you unstrap your back foot and you start climbing up. You can use your ice axes to secure yourself if needed, or if not, you could use even your hands into the snow. Whenever you're traversing, and once again, especially on top of exposure, be careful to not have the ankle strap of your back foot tangling around and getting stuck between the edge and the snow. That could, make you slip off. If you want to ride a kicker or drop some cliffs one-footed, then you can do it, but I'm not going to show you because my brother happens to be the master of it.
So every time I get a new board, I like to put a surf pad on my board, so this way anytime I need to do one foot, I just have my board ready and I can just go for it. Try to go straight to the jump. No, don't try to do some turns before, because you're gonna get sketchy and then you're gonna have a bad takeoff. And what I like to do for landing, you just fool yourself. Just lie to yourself and pretend your back foot is trapped, and you'll see what happens. Hopefully you'll stomp.
Et voilà! For most people, actually everyone but Victor, riding one-footed is pretty tough and can result into some pretty frustrating situations. So take the time to go out there when there is no exposure, when no one is waiting for you. Go and fool around on the slopes, in any kind of terrain, because whenever you're gonna need it for real in the backcountry, all that work will pay off so much.